Hi, my name is Megan Alubicki-Flick, and I work at the Connecticut State Department of Education. I'm an education consultant here, and the focus of all of my work is English learners. If you're listening to this, you're probably the parent or family member of an English learner. First, I want to thank you for being here today to learn about some resources that you can do at home with your students. Second, this webinar is also being recorded in Spanish. We encourage you to listen to it in English or Spanish, or even both. The first slide is a summary of what I will be sharing today. It is the webinar's announcement that was shared online. If you look at the top, it's resources for learning at home. Parents and family members, check out this video to learn about free online resources that you can use with your children at home during this period of class cancellations. You can use these resources to help your child continue to learn English and your home language, develop literacy and math skills, and get the students ready for college and careers, while also supporting their socio-emotional needs. Let's get into the content. This webinar is intended for parents and families of emergent bilingual students. But who are emergent bilingual students? Emergent bilingual students are those that can be in developing stages of native language and/or the second language, or are students on the path to balanced bilingualism. There are many benefits of being bilingual. If your student is developing speaking, listening, reading, and writing skills in 2 or maybe even more languages, your student is truly getting a gift. There are many cognitive benefits associated with being bilingual. As you see here, the cognitive benefits include that individuals who are bilingual are able to switch between 2 different language systems. Their brains are very active and flexible for learning. There are also many social-emotional benefits associated with being bilingual. Specifically, becoming bilingual supports children to maintain strong ties with their entire family, their culture, and their community. Slide 5 addresses these same topics in Spanish. So you may be wondering, what are some high-quality websites that I can access to support my child? In these following websites, you will find materials for your child to work on while school is closed for an extended period of time. Please click on the link in order to access learning materials in the home language. Colorín Colorado is the first website that I will be focusing on. Colorín Colorado is a treasure trove of resources for families about how to support emergent bilingual students at home and help them develop language and literacy in 2 languages. There is an entire large section of the website specifically designed for families, and it can be accessed by clicking the For Families tab on the Colorín Colorado homepage. Note that all content on the Colorín Colorado site is available in English and Spanish. To show the Spanish form of the site, click En Español at the top of the Colorín Colorado homepage. Another great place for resources in English and Spanish is McGraw-Hill. In this PowerPoint, we have included the link to the site as well as a username and password that can be used to access a variety of resources in English and Spanish. A username and password have been provided here because these items are password protected. It is very beneficial for students to develop literacy in both their home or native language and in English. These resources include books for students in both English and in Spanish. The first resource, Audible, enables students and families to listen to books in a variety of languages, including Spanish. If you decide to listen to audiobooks in English, Spanish, or another language, you can ask your student questions about the book to measure their comprehension. For instance, you could ask, in your own words, what was that book about? What was the main idea? Who were the characters? Where is the setting? Or where does the story take place? Another great resource for reading is Unite for Literacy. On this really nice big website, there are books for students in kindergarten through grade 6, and the books are in English and Spanish. In addition, there is narration available in 43 languages for books. It's very important to read, 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 and I encourage you to do it in your native language and in English. This slide includes additional resources. These additional resources can be found on this Connecticut State Department of Education's COVID-19 page. If you look under Resources for Families and Educators, you can find resources that might be helpful for you and your family as we go through this tough time. If we can be of assistance, feel free to reach out. I'm listed here along with my colleague Gladys Labas, who's the Director of Equity and Language at the State Department of Education. In closing, I want to thank you so much for all that you do. We appreciate your partnership, and we are here to help in any way that we can. Thank you.